Today on Good Morning Maine, the body of one missing person who was swept away by floodwaters was recovered yesterday in Oxford County. Plus, tens of thousands of Mainers had their power restored yesterday, while many are still waiting in the cold and the dark. We'll have the latest numbers. And a local nonprofit is stepping up to provide gifts to the families who's lost loved ones in the Lewiston mass shooting. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. My colleague Craig Colson is taking a day to play Santa with all the power outages and stuff. He hasn't had time to kind of wrap up, literally, for the holiday. So he's taking a much needed and well-deserved day off. Before we switch gears to the news, let's check in with our friend Devin Biggs for that forecast.
All righty, thank you very much. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Joe's Market. Discover Joe's Market, 102 Garland Street in Bangor. Your one-stop shop for groceries, fine wines, and craft beers. Quality and variety await you at Joe's. As we get into things this morning, we have advisories to talk about. Still some flood alerts posted from the rain earlier this week. It's going to take a bit for that water to go down, but we have a lot of dry days in the forecast, which will help to get that water down. Gale warnings are posted along the coast until 7 a.m. Friday. Some active surf will be expected, at least until then, with the system moving right nearby. And we can see the precipitation moving into another part of the world, though, pretty much away from us. We're seeing all the precipitation there, but for us, not too bad. We're going to stay dry out there today with a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds, and really that'll be about it. We'll zoom things out. Here's the area, low pressure right here. That's causing some of that precipitation to develop and some clouds as well. But again, we'll be under a mostly sunny sky today, so it will be a nice day to get outside, filled with a lot of sunshine. It's windy out there from time to time, so be ready for some gusty winds, and really that'll be about it. We'll even be mostly clear later on tonight. There is a wind right there, though, out of the north, though, getting up around 20 miles per hour at times, but gradually backing off as we head towards your Friday, so we'll start to catch a little bit of a break by Friday afternoon. So your forecast coming up for today, we'll say lower 30s, mostly sunny and windy, with that north wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. That hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, this looks nice. Lots of sunshine, temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin. Heartbreaking news in the town of Mexico, where searchers found the body of one missing person yesterday. They're still searching for another. Asia Reed has the latest.
The Mexico police chief tells CBS 13 that early Wednesday morning, a truck was discovered by crews that got swept away Monday night by rising waters. Inside that truck, they found one of the two missing victims.
We did recover a 61-year-old female today, deceased.
That woman was one of 4 people in a truck trying to cross the Red Bridge into Rumford Monday.
A vehicle had turned down the Carlton Avenue and ended up into the river upside down.
Floodwaters pulled the truck into the Swift River. 2 people were rescued Monday night and treated for hypothermia. Investigators say they found the vehicle right here around 6:30 Wednesday morning.
Fortunately today, we've already dropped over 3 feet, so we were able to find the truck.
There's still a search underway for the 4th person in that truck, a woman in her 20s.
Because of the current, the rapid current in the levels, it just made it really difficult.
For now, the chief of police says the search is suspended until the river dies down. Although the river has receded, the chief says drivers still need to be careful.
People need to be aware of the roads. They're going to start opening. They could be undermined. Just be very careful when driving on these roads.
The chief of police says the names of the victims will not yet be released at this time. The Maine Warden Service and the Maine State Police will continue assisting in this ongoing investigation.
Governor Janet Mills addressed the state Wednesday on damage recovery and power restoration efforts. Our Augusta area reporter Corey Bouchard has more about what the governor says are challenging days ahead.
I think we were as prepared as possible.
Governor Janet Mills spent part of the morning Wednesday surveying floodwaters along the Kennebec River in Augusta before she received a briefing on storm damage and recovery efforts by the Maine Emergency Management Agency and Maine Department of Transportation. Residents in high-impacted areas are still being advised not to travel on the roads and say some Mainers may not have power until Christmas.
The extensive damage caused by the storm means that we're continuing to look at a multi-day power restoration effort.
According to Governor Mills, over 200,000 CMP customers and 42,000 Versant customers have already had power restored, and both companies are working day and night to get the lights back on. Around midnight on Wednesday, the Kennebec River was at 27 feet. It normally sits at 7 feet.
But water levels remain high, and they continue to pose a serious risk in many areas of the state, particularly along the Kennebec and Androscoggin rivers.
This press conference was the first time Mainers and members of the media spoke with the governor, nearly 3 days after the first impacts of the storm. She was questioned on the lack of communication. Her response?
We were in an emergency status. We issued press releases. I was busy on the phone and on Zoom with these good people and others most of the day yesterday and much of the day Monday. I was in the office.
On Tuesday, Governor Mills issued a state of civil emergency for 14 of Maine's 16 counties.
So this declaration of civil emergency formalizes our all-hands-on-deck approach, and it ensures that every state resource is available to towns across Maine that need assistance.
As crews continue to work to get Maine back to normal, Governor Mills says the state is resilient and has the strength to move forward.
We have challenging days ahead, but we will get through this.
In Augusta, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
While crews have made significant progress on widespread outages, a number of Mainers are still without power as of this morning. Versant is currently reporting just over 900 customers affected by outages, although this is really a lot of progress since yesterday at around 6 p.m. Thousands of people, tens of thousands, they have restored since then. High concentrations are still in Bangor, Brewer, and Hamden, as well as Holden and Dedham, just to name a few towns. CMP is reporting a few hundred, over 105,000 customers affected by outages. Androscoggin, Kennebec, and Somerset counties showing some of the highest numbers there. As some homes and businesses are still waiting for power to come back on, so are first responders in the city of Brewer, and that creates a different level of complication. We caught up with department leaders to see how they're getting over these hurdles.
Downed trees and power lines are a common sight these days following Monday's storm, but for the city of Brewer, it seems Mother Nature pointed her finger directly at first responders.
The very worst section we had hit here in town was unfortunately right in front of the building.
We've been going up the opposite side of the road. We just barely squeezed through.
Public Safety Director Jason Moffett and Fire Captain Chris Dorr say the damage was extensive, with multiple downed poles and wires blocking access to and from the building, briefly crippling their operations.
We had a couple of poles come down in the high winds, and they actually trapped one vehicle that's still out there right now. I think we've got a total of 7 down now.
They are back up and responding to calls, but not without complications.
We've got a path to get in and out, but right now we have no power here, no internet, so, for our reporting systems, things like that.
We're unable to wash our gear. We wash our gear after every fire to remove all the debris and stuff from the fire. Our washer's not hooked to the generator because it was put in after the building was built, so we can't wash our gear.
It's unclear when the damage will be repaired, but in the meantime, they are stressing the importance of everyone being extra careful.
No, I think it's just important for people to recognize that when these things happen, they do need to have patience with the crews up there, and when you're driving, drive with extra caution.
Communities are finding ways to help as folks wait for power and now face colder temperatures. So a few important things to note, especially as temperatures drop tonight and tomorrow. The Fairfield Police Department says the Millstream School in Norridge Walk will continue to be available overnight as a warming center. They also have facilities available for showers. You're asked, though, to bring your own towels and toiletries. The Red Cross is also on hand to assist. In Howland, I know it's not on your screen, but Howland has a warming center that they've opened up as well. You can head to the Howland Facebook page to learn more about that. If you have any questions about either of these, we have a number on our website for you to call. Also, the Waldo County YMCA in Belfast opened as an emergency overnight shelter yesterday evening and will be open through Friday until noon. The shelter includes an area for sleeping, and meals will also be provided. You'll find a list of suggested items to bring with you on our website. Finally, most state offices are slated to reopen today for normal operations, but there are a few exceptions. You'll also find that list in this story on our website, foxbangor.com. Though Monday's storm has come and gone, many are still feeling its effects. Our David Ledford spoke with some Dover Foxcroft residents as they go without power for the third day in a row.
We got kind of blindsided by this storm. We weren't ready for it. Normally it's snow, and it being like rain and everything kind of came out of left field.
Following the aftermath of Monday's storm, restoration efforts are underway across the state. In Dover Foxcroft, officials say they are still responding to calls after flooding impacted much of the town.
We've dealt with a variety of calls over the last 2 days, anywhere from power lines down, trees blocking roadways, building collapse, numerous flooded basements and flooded roadways.
Dover Foxcroft Fire Chief Brian Godette says the flooding has now receded and some are beginning to have their power restored. However, some are still without power or running on a generator. Dover Foxcroft resident Devin Baird says his mother was sent to the hospital because their generator is not strong enough to power her medical equipment.
She had some issues with her equipment for oxygen. She can't use her nebulizer, she can't use her concentrator.
Those who have had their power restored now face the challenge of repairing what was damaged during the storm.
It ripped shingles off our roof, it tore one of our French doors off its hinges.
We're helping a friend of ours repair his shingles.
For those still without power and looking to heat their home, officials say you need to make sure you do it safely.
If you have a wood stove, make sure your chimney's well cleaned. If you have to run backup generators, make sure the generators are placed away from the residents.
To learn more about safe home heating during a power outage, Godette says to contact your local fire department. In Dover Foxcroft, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Our team caught up with Versant crews working to get people back online in Glenburn and Brewer yesterday. Senior Communications Manager Judy Long described the amount of tree damage in the Greater Bangor area as tremendous. She says their crews have successfully responded to local emergencies, and now their focus is on getting power back for everyone.
Versant Power has 164,000 customers in northern and eastern Maine, and we have seen more than half of them lose their power in this storm. Thankfully, we restored almost half of those customers that were out at peak, but it's going to take a great deal more work in order for us to get everybody back online.
Long says they expect it will take until the end of the week to get everyone's power restored. Additional crews from Long Island and Canada have also been called in to assist. All right, the time now is 8:12. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, after 3 days of deliberation, a guilty verdict and a mistrial were handed down in a murder trial that has sent shockwaves through the surrounding community. But before we take a look at that, let's get another look at our forecast. Today it's going to be mostly sunny, but quite windy though, with the highs only reaching about 30 degrees and dropping down sharply tonight. Mostly clear, more wind, a low of 12 degrees. If you know anybody who's still without power, definitely check in with them. Tomorrow, colder than today, mostly sunny, a breeze, high of 28 degrees. We'll be right back.
Jerry's Used Cars has been a family-owned business for more than 30 years, currently in Corinna and Vesey. However, we have changed a little as we are no longer just a buy here, pay here dealership. We now have access to outside financing and also carry utility trailers. We would be happy to assist you with your next vehicle purchase. And don't forget, here at Jerry's Used Cars, we offer an extended warranty. So give us a call at either our Corinna or Vesey location.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only Sleep Number smart beds let you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number settings. It's so smart, it actively cools and warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature, and effortlessly responds to both of you for your best sleep night after night. And now save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed and Sunday. Shop for a limited time and sleep next level. Only at Sleep Number.
Who likes to drink good coffee? At Carabassa Coffee Company, we roast premium quality coffee beans from all over the world. Roasted to perfection in small batches, our coffee is always fresh. We offer a large selection, including our specialty blends, organics, single origins, decaf, and flavor. Whether you like light, medium, or dark roasts, we have coffee to suit every taste. We offer flat rate shipping for online orders, and we ship fast. Carabassa Coffee Company. Drink good coffee.
25 words or less.
Gift cards. That's all anybody wants. Just gift cards.
Calm down.
I'm not calming down. You know what? This is the hill I'm dying on.
It's the gift, Christmas man.
Santa Claus.
You got it. You have won the game, ladies. Yay!
That keeps on giving. Bench, park bench. 5 days a week.
You're going home with $10,000.
Yes!
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
A verdict has been reached in the Washington County murder trial between the state of Maine, Kaylee Brackett, and Donnell Dana. Our Doug Banks has the details.
After 3 days of deliberation, jurors found Kaylee Brackett guilty of murder, but the jury was deadlocked and a mistrial was declared when it came to Donnell Dana.
Guilty or not guilty? Is this the jury's verdict? So say you all. Yes.
According to the presiding judge, a sentencing for Brackett will occur at a later date. For Donnell Dana, jurors were unanimously deadlocked, and when asked if further deliberations would produce a verdict, each juror responded with no, resulting in a mistrial. It is unclear at this time what brought the jurors to that decision. As Dana left the courtroom, he turned around to the gallery and said, "We spoke to members of Dana's family outside the courthouse following the decision.
What happened today was not real justice for both families. None of the families involved. They want real justice. They would find the people underneath her fingernails, and they would find these people and prosecute them. This wasn't justice at all."
When asked for comment on the trial, Assistant Attorney General Leanne Zania said she'll reserve comments until the day of the sentencing. In Machias, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Survivors and families connected to the Lewiston mass shooting are still trying to process losing a loved one before the holiday season. That's why the nonprofit Joy Mission is jumping in to help collect donated gifts for children that lost a parent that night. Yesterday, presents were delivered to the Strout family. Their father was Arthur Strout, one of the victims who was killed at the Schmenge's Bar and Grill. His widow, Christy Strout, says it's a sense of relief to have some extra support during Christmas.
Really overwhelmed with everything. It's been really a struggle just trying to do Christmas without him, and doing the gifts has been hard. So it's nice to have somebody kind of help me out with that without feeling so overwhelmed.
She says the nonprofit is helping out tremendously, and her kids are very excited to open up gifts on Christmas morning. Main Street Skowhegan is getting more than $425,000 for Phase 2 of its revitalization of Central Maine Recompete plan. The money is coming from the Economic Development Administration. It now advances Main Street Skowhegan to the final round of federal funding, which will award an average of $20 to $50 million in implementation funding. In a statement, Senator Susan Collins said, quote, "Main Street Skowhegan is committed to revitalizing the community while honoring the region's rich heritage. This federal funding will support Main Street Skowhegan's initiative to help individuals re-enter the workforce, helping to promote economic development in the greater Skowhegan and Waterville area." All right, the time now is 8:18. After the break, if you're traveling to or from the West Coast for Christmas, keep in mind that experts are saying an upcoming storm could cause evacuations and a degree of danger for travelers. Plus, that full local forecast coming up on Good Morning Maine.
My father started a roofing company in the 1970s.
Back when asbestos was still commonly used in Maine.
When George was diagnosed with mesothelioma, we knew there wasn't a cure yet, but we knew he needed help.
We called Joe Bornstein's office because this family means business.
Their team is handling everything, representing Mainers who were victims of asbestos exposure.
We highly recommend the law offices of Joe Bornstein.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or a professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Even though Dorsey Furniture is known for our vast collections of quality home furnishings, sometimes we like to venture into the forgotten passageways and dark corners of our enormous warehouse to mine the odd nightstand, forgotten sofa, orphaned love seat, or the elusive discontinued mattress. Meanwhile, our sales manager, and not the bean counters, smash the original retail prices into tiny fractions of themselves. Dorsey Furniture, black tag sale going on now.
The holidays are here and scammers are putting in extra hours. Keep these tips in mind. Carefully research any charity prior to making a donation and be selective when giving out banking information. When buying gift cards, stick to stores you know and trust and keep your receipts. When shopping online, look for HTTPS in the address bar to ensure you are on a secure website. Finally, trust your gut. If the deal appears too good to be true, it probably is. With these tips in mind, have a great holiday season from Bangor PD. We'll be here if you need us.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. Our reporter Devin Dagnall is out in the field now with a local business trying its best to make sure they have at least a little bit of a white Christmas this year. Devin?
Good morning, Emma. I'm on top of Herman Mountain, and I'm joined by Bill Whitcomb, the owner of Herman Mountain. Bill, how are we doing today?
Yeah, doing absolutely wonderful.
That's awesome. And speaking of wonderful, it seems like we're walking in a wonderful winter wonderland up here. Not like much of the state. Really shaking your fist at Mother Nature there. What's going on right now?
First off, I never shake my fist at Mother Nature. Mother Nature wins. What's going on right now is we made all our snow in piles, and we waited. And we're grateful we did. Our piles survived the rain nicely. We're top to bottom 2 trails. Going to open up Saturday.
Okay, so we're opening up Saturday, hoping for a good turnout. That's, Christmas Eve, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah?
Yep.
Got anything special going on for the special day?
No, actually, we still don't have power at home, so we're going to be dealing with that, I think, for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining. I know others have it way worse, and our hearts and thoughts are out to everybody out there dealing with that. But, we're going to go days, Friday, Saturday, we'll be shut down for Christmas, and then 8 to 4 for the rest of the week.
Excellent.
9 to 4, I'm sorry, 9 to 4.
9 to 4 the rest of the week. Perfect. And I know I've spoken with you before, making this snow, you need just the right conditions to make sure everything goes right with it.
It helps.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, like this year, the very first night we made snow, it was blowing a lot. So it's pretty hard to get it to land where you want it. But the last 2 sessions we had were just perfect. Maybe could have been colder, but we got an awful lot of snow made, and over goes the...
Whoa! All right, we're going to go back to the studio. Back to you, Emma. Thanks, Bill.
Whoa! I just happened to glance. I hope that wasn't live.
That was a good save. Some teamwork there. That didn't seem real. Okay. And Devin looked pretty cold. No gloves. He's going on the top of a mountain and he didn't bring any gloves. I'm going to wag my finger at him when he comes back. They did well, though. That's good to hear. And I hadn't seen the top of Herman Mountain in a long time. I need to get up there. I haven't skied since I was a kid, so I got to try again. That was so funny. Okay, let's move on now and get a check of that forecast. Hopefully that snow will be able to hold right on. Here's Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Joe's Market. Discover Joe's Market, 102 Garland Street in Bangor. Your one-stop shop for groceries, fine wines, and craft beers. Quality and variety await you at Joe's. Alrighty, some alerts in effect this morning. Still some flood alerts that are posted because of the rainfall we had recently. So some rivers, some creeks and such are still high in some areas, though. We do have gale warnings up along the coast until 7 a.m. Friday. And that's because active surf will be seen with an area low pressure that's still offshore, though. You can see just how high it is. Anywhere you see these greener or yellow colors, indicating some active surf. And of course, our buoys are ranging from 4 to even 13 feet. So at least through Friday morning, we'll have to watch for gale conditions, but some improvement will be seen soon. But otherwise, though, on land, not too bad. We just had some clouds developing out there overhead for us. We got that system further off towards the east. And as for us, though, we will stay dry out there today and the next several days, though. And even for today, we'll be under a mostly sunny sky. That cold front is going to pass through, a dry cold front, though, so it's going to help to keep the clouds away. And it will be a very nice day for us to get outside. It's gusty winds winds from time to time, reaching up to about 30 miles per hour. So for today, though, you can tell it's going to be a little breezy out there, but otherwise a mostly sunny sky today and a mostly clear sky later on tonight. And as we head towards your Friday, another nice day on the way filled with a lot of sunshine. We just stay quiet out there, which is great news. Help to get all that water out of here, too, from the rainfall recently. And, of course, by Friday night, still looking pretty nice. Some clouds moving in, but really that'll be about it. Some of the gusty winds today reaching up to around 30 miles per hour at times, perhaps 40 miles per hour further off towards the east. The winds will gradually start to back off a little bit by later on tonight. Still some gusts up to around 20, maybe 25 miles per hour at times, maybe a few gusts up to 30 miles per hour as well. But as we head towards tomorrow, some gusts up to around 20 miles per hour early on. We'll start to back that off by Friday afternoon. Our average temperature is 33 degrees, lower 30s today, upper 20s Friday. We're back in the mid-30s Saturday, lower 40s, hello, as we head towards Sunday into Monday. That's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day as well. Lower 40s for your Tuesday. And here we go, middle 40s again as we head towards your Wednesday. For today, lower 30s, mostly sunny and windy. The north wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. Later on tonight, 12 degrees, getting a little chilly out there, mostly clear and windy. The north wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. As we head towards tomorrow, upper 20s, mostly sunny and breezy. North wind gusting up to about 15 miles per hour. Alrighty, your Joe's Market extended forecast. Mostly cloudy on Saturday with highs in the mid-30s. Christmas Eve, we're partly cloudy with highs in the lower 40s. Christmas Day, we're also partly cloudy with highs in the lower 40s.
Float to Fire Farms. Our products and staff are of the highest quality. Glassware, powerful puff, and CBD products. You'll be so happy your face will light up. 38 Storette Drive in Belfast.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone from US Cellular.
She's here.
Then, give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Sometimes when there's an opportunity to acquire equipment, you have to move fast. By owning our own equipment, we can control the process, the timeline.
And Skowhegan provided us the opportunity to finance that equipment so that we could have ownership of that piece of the project. If anyone wanted to finance equipment, I would strongly recommend Skowhegan Savings. They did a great job, made it very easy.
The bond between twins is a close one.
1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a thumb war.
As day is tonight.
Would you like me to introduce you to algebra? Al who? Oh boy.
And wrong is to right.
They both say we are the kid who eats alone.
You can't have one without the other.
I need my own space. But we've always shared a room. I have a training bra. When you complete your training, get back to me.
Young Sheldon.
Weekdays at 6 on Fox 22.
Float to Fire Farms. Our products and staff are of the highest quality. Glassware, powerful puff, and CBD products. You'll be so happy your face will light up. 38 Storette Drive in Belfast.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. New diplomatic efforts are underway to negotiate a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war. This as Israeli troops and Hamas militants fought fierce gun battles on the streets of Gaza's second largest city, and as survivors, families, and hostages, and a former hostage took the media on a tour of a town where more than 100 people were killed on October 7th. Fox News senior foreign affairs correspondent Greg Palcott is in Tel Aviv with the latest.
The Israeli military continues its campaign against Hamas in the Gaza Strip, finishing off terrorist strongholds in the north, further targeting leadership headquarters down south.
We continue the war until the end. It will continue until Hamas is eliminated, until victory.
Leaving a trail of death, destruction, desperation. The Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry claiming 20,000 Palestinians have been killed, many children.
The Gaza Strip remains the most dangerous place in the world to be a child.
While the Biden administration is pushing Israel to rein in and closely target its offensive.
We continue to believe that Israel does not have to choose between removing the threat of Hamas and minimizing the toll on civilians in Gaza.
Amid some hope there could be a new ceasefire and release of more hostages, the political chief of Hamas in Cairo for meetings. The two battling sides reportedly still far apart.
We're pushing it. There's no expectation at this point, but we are pushing.
As the scars of the Hamas assault on Israel remain. At one terror target today, our Trey Yingst.
More than 70 days after we first arrived in Kibbutz Be'eri, we have returned to speak with survivors from the horrific October 7th attack.
More than 100 people were killed there by Hamas, some 30 kidnapped, including 18-year-old Ophir Engel, seized when visiting his girlfriend. Released by the terrorists after 54 days.
I was there, and every moment the hostages are there is danger. They have no time. Why do I get to be here and they don't? They all have to come back home now.
Ophir Engel turned 18 while in captivity. He said that Hamas abused him mentally. They said he would be staying in Gaza for more than a year and that his family didn't want him to come home. How wrong they were. In Tel Aviv, Greg Palka, Fox News.
There's a new COVID variant spreading rapidly, just in time for holiday gatherings. It's the JN.1 variant, and the CDC says it's the fastest growing strain in the U.S., accounting for about 21% of all new COVID infections. The variant first emerged in September, and it's descended from the Omicron subvariant BA.2.86. Because this latest variant is spreading so rapidly and because the winter and holiday season is upon us, there's more of an opportunity for the virus to spread, meaning it could drive an increase in infections. But there is no evidence yet that it causes more severe illness. I know I personally just got some more free tests. You can get free tests from the government, so go online and get more free tests. I think that's one of the best things to do right now. A new study finds Tesla drivers have the highest accident rates. In the study by LendingTree, researchers examined 30 auto brands and insurance quote data. They found Tesla drivers recorded about 24 accidents per 1,000 drivers from mid-November 2022 to mid-November of 2023. Only Ram and Subaru drivers also had more than 20 accidents per 1,000 drivers in that time period. The data comes from insurance quotes by drivers responsible for accidents, DUIs, and other instances. The study also shows Mercury drivers had the least accidents at 15.82 per 1,000 drivers, which I'm pretty happy about. I drive a Mercury, so that's pretty cool. When we return, we'll have your local weather forecast. Don't go away.
Silver Fox Automotive is a family-owned and operated company with more than 30 years of experience. We are originally from the county and offer competitive prices and promise you will be completely satisfied with our work. We offer a stress-free experience to both our new and returning customers. We only use parts from reputable brands to ensure your vehicle is safe to drive. Here at Silver Fox, there will always be a friendly face to greet you. Come see us at 2004 Audlin Road in Herman.
New emergency crystals pop and fizz when you throw them back. And who doesn't love a good throwback? Emergency crystals.
For the first time, the Maine Association of Broadcasters named a television station of the year for excellence. ABC7 and Fox 22 are honored to be the very first station awarded this achievement.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith, and today is Thursday, December 21st, 2023, and today is the winter solstice. Officially the first day of winter, and is one of 2 times each year that the sun is at its farthest point from the equator, giving us the shortest day of the year and the longest night. So from here on out, the days are just getting longer. That's the silver lining. Okay, now for some history. On this day in 1898, scientists Marie and Pierre Curie discovered radium. Marie Curie conducted pioneering research on radioactivity and was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, not to mention the first person to win a Nobel Prize twice. However, The damaging effects of ionizing radiation were not known at the time of her work, and she did die at the age of 66 related to her handling of radium. In 1913, the first crossword puzzle was printed in the New York World. It had 32 clues. In 1919, J. Edgar Hoover persuaded the U.S. government to deport 250 alien radicals, as they were called, including anarchist and feminist Emma Goldman and her husband, to Russia. In 1934, the French film Zouzou premiered in Paris, starring Josephine Baker. She was the first black woman to star in a major motion picture. Baker was a dancer, singer, spy, and civil rights activist. In 1970, Elvis Presley met with U.S. President Richard Nixon in the White House. The resulting photo is the most requested image from the National Archives. Learn something new every day, I guess. Makes sense, though. I mean, government and pop culture colliding right there in one photo. It's like the photo of the year, I'd say. Okay, moving on now for birthdays. Today we have American actress and activist Jane Fonda. She's 86 today, still going strong. She has a successful TV show that she just did. Canadian actor and musician Kiefer Sutherland is 57 today. I love his role in The Lost Boys. That's one of my favorite films, like, ever. It's a great movie. And American musician and composer Frank Zappa would have been 83 today. He died in LA in 1993 at the young age of 53, and I know a lot of Frank Zappa fans really wish he was still around to make more music. He was pretty iconic. Okay, pretty iconic and pretty weird too. That was like his whole thing, which is cool. Okay, moving right along, let's get another look at that forecast with Devin Biggs. Spoiler alert, it's dropping, the temperatures are dropping sharply, so today's going to be pretty chilly, and tonight even worse. So let's get the details on that.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Joe's Market. Discover Joe's Market, 102 Garland Street in Bangor. Your one-stop shop for groceries, fine wines, and craft beers. Quality and variety await you at Joe's. As we get into things this morning, we have advisories to talk about. Still some flood alerts posted from the rain earlier this week. It's going to take a bit for that water to go down, but we have a lot of dry days in the forecast, which will help to get that water down. Gale warnings are posted along the coast until 7 a.m. Friday. Some active surf will be expected, at least until then, with the system moving right nearby. And we can see the precipitation moving into another part of the world, though, pretty much away from us. We're seeing all the precipitation there, but for us, not too bad. We're going to stay dry out there today with a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds, and really that'll be about it. We'll zoom things out. Here's the area low pressure right here. That's causing some of that precipitation to develop and some clouds as well. But again, we'll be under a mostly sunny sky today, so it will be a nice day to get outside, filled with a lot of sunshine. It's windy out there from time to time, so be ready for some gusty winds, and really that'll be about it. We'll even be mostly clear later on tonight. There is the wind right there, though, out of the north, though, getting up around 20 miles per hour at times, but gradually backing off as we head towards your Friday, so we'll start to catch a little bit of a break by Friday afternoon. So your forecast coming up for today, we'll say lower 30s, mostly sunny and windy, with that north wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. That hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, this looks nice. Lots of sunshine, temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin. Quite chilly for quite some time. Okay, moving right along. We're going to take a quick look at sports after the ad break, and then we'll hear from Santa one last time before Christmas. We'll be right back.
Time is running out for limited time savings on the Hyundai you've always wanted. Because when the holidays end, so do these deals. Plus, the season's best savings also come with America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry in. Don't let these deals get away. Lease an Ioniq 5 for $299 a month. Plus, get a complimentary EV charger and installation credit. See your Bangor Hyundai dealer.
It's time to start planning that new home or garage you've been thinking about. Hammond Lumber Company is here to help, offering complete building packages with everything you need. With several options on their website and thousands of unique plans in their in-house drawing catalog. Hammond will help you make your dreams a reality. Choose your materials from Hammond's extensive showroom displays, and Hammond will deliver your order from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Start planning your new home or garage at Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen. And action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
New and current customers can get the iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
Come stop by Triple S Tack Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
The baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time. From the heavens! All new Friday Night SmackDown at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start in Millinocket. Back in 2015, the company that owned the paper mill, the town's biggest employer, closed it down. Gary Allen and Crow Athletics then created the Millinocket Marathon with the goal of drawing people and some money to the local businesses impacted. And this year, they accomplished that goal and then some. Tyler Cruz has the story.
For the 8th year, the Millinocket Marathon and Half brought thousands to the area this past December.
It was a great time just to have so many people from away and make our town like double in population size.
With their costumed contestants and with the fact that the race is held in December, the marathon is quite a unique event every year. And that is what makes it so special.
And it's just going to continue to get bigger because there's nothing traditional about this. So we have to be creative and we have to think outside the box. And Gary Allen, who is the race coordinator, has done that. He took it way outside the box.
This past season, the race raised a record-setting $15,000+ for the city of Millinocket, giving $1,000 each to 15 different charities. Exactly what it set out to do.
First thing that entered my mind when I saw that we were going to donate $15,271.20 to the Millinocket community was, wow, this is beyond what I ever thought would be possible.
While the marathon gives a ton to the community returns the favor. Take Marcia Hayes, for example. After finding out she lost her husband while working the marathon, his company turned around and gave $5,000 to the cause, a gesture that means the world to the family.
That all this lovely giving we're going to do will be for Terry and in Terry's name, in a community that he grew up in and he loved.
And every year at this time, it renews why I love this place.
That spirit of giving that the marathon inspires is contagious to all who attend. And this year, millions were spent at local businesses. So it's safe to say that they are accomplishing the mission they set out for back in 2015. And with how successful it's been in such short time, who knows how big this can get.
Who even knows what the future holds, and I think it can grow, and I think it can continue to be a significant event to make Millinocket feel very magic again.
From Millinocket, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
You know, people can be pretty cool sometimes. Thank you very much for that, Tyler. Let's hit the football field now. Maine football announcing 14 new recruits during the early signing period on Wednesday, including one of the Pine Tree State's very own and very best. Noah Carpenter from Leavitt High School out of Turner, Maine will be joining the Black Bears next season. Carpenter is the reigning Gatorade Player of the Year for Maine high school football. He's a two-time state champ with the Hornets, including this year. He rushed for over 3,000 yards and threw for over 4,000 in his career and lost only one game in high school. Both he and head coach Jordan Stevens say Carpenter is a great fit for Maine, and Maine is a great fit for Carpenter.
Yeah, Noah's a baller. I mean, he's a kid who, he's a winner. Obviously won back-to-back state championships. You know, what we saw in him was just that leadership ability, that confidence, that competitive drive that he has is something that we want to add to our team. And the more guys like that we have, the better we're going to be.
When I went up to Maine for, a couple of visits, and I just saw how, the players interacted with each other and how the coaches, interacted with the players, I knew right from there that, that's something that I want to be a part of. And also just, knowing Coach Stevens and, his personality of how he likes to win football games. And I consider myself kind of with that same, like, I don't like losing, I like winning. So
Can't wait to see what he could do in Orono. Now let's go to some high school basketball. Doubleheader over in Corinth Wednesday night with the Red Devils of Central hosting Dexter. It started with the girls' game, a rematch of last year's C North semifinals. Tigers looking to stay unbeaten here. Third quarter, Tigers lead. Here's Abby Corson to Callie Gaudreau at the top of the key, and she is money from range. Later, Central's Bailey Irish going to hand it off to Mary Allen. She drives inside, can't get the first shot to go, but gets her own rebound to clean it up. Dexter up big after 3, though. Fourth quarter, Allen jets it to Sydney Gray for 3. She nails it, but Dexter was just too much. Watch this ball movement from the Tigers here. Corson to Lily Brown, to Maisie Peach inside, who banks it in for 2. She is a force under there. Dexter goes on to win 59-35. They are 3-0. And now to the boys' game. Dexter trying to get the sweep on the night against Central. Let's go to the first quarter here. Dexter's Kellen Peavy stripped by Jaden LePage, and down the floor comes Ethan Ladd all the way to the hole with the roll for 2. Final seconds of the first now. Dexter's Will Spratt to Zachary Adams for the corner 3 at the horn. Dexter up 9. Second quarter, Central's Aiden Gregory with a Hail Mary down to Carson Anderson, and he throws it up, falling away, and the freshman hits it. Finally, here comes Cody Kimball for Dexter, driving through the D to the rim. He's fouled, and count the bucket. Tigers up 9 at the half. They win 58-35. Now to some other scores from the area. Class B boys basketball, Orono 60-37 over John Bapst. Class B girls action, Old Town 62-25 over Holton. Class C girls basketball, Piscataquis 36-30 over Skank. And in D1 women's basketball, Maine women's basketball with a season-high 80 points in their win over Duquesne 80-72. Okay, that's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Come bowl a few games here at Bangor Brewer Bowling Lanes. We're one of the only Candlepin bowling alley centers in Maine, conveniently located in the heart of Brewer. You always have the opportunity to simply bowl for fun. However, you can also join a league. We have youth leagues, adult and senior leagues. Now don't forget, we also host birthday parties for under $100, and gift certificates are also available. Give us a call right away at 989-3798 to make reservations for your birthday party today.
Let's face it, getting training and experience is hard, but at Loring Job Corps we can help. From certifications in automotive technology, obtaining your CDL, or learning building trades, we have you covered. Maybe you prefer joining the high-tech world of computer networking or cybersecurity. We have that as well. Don't delay, get in the driver's seat to your future today. And the best part, Loring Job Corps is free. Receive free training, free meals, and even free housing. Call or go to jobcorps.gov/Loring. Job Corps careers begin here.
Merry Christmas from Triple S Tax Shop, home of all your new and used equestrian supplies. Happy holidays from Healing Hands Massage in Hamden, where every massage is tailored specifically to you. Happy holidays from Loring Job Corps, providing education and training skills needed for a lifetime of success.
For the first half of his life, Ed Bushy hid his inability to read from everyone until a crisis led him to confront his secret. So he called literacy volunteers at Bangor. He got a tutor, and he learned to read. For the rest of his life, Ed promoted literacy to anyone who would listen. Ed's granddaughter, Kayla, was listening. Her grandfather's story inspired her to volunteer as a literacy tutor. Like Kayla, you can help us reach and teach people like Ed. The need is great, especially now. Become a tutor with Literacy Volunteers today.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. We're here with Santa once more before Christmas to read some more Christmas letters. Santa, thanks for joining us this morning.
Merry Christmas. One last day on the air with you
Christmas.
Folks. Well, I'm very excited. The holiday is approaching, and many people are getting their electricity back. That's very good. Yeah. Fortunately, at the North Pole, we run on generators year-round.
Yeah.
Well, I've got some letters here. I've got a wonderful letter here from Heaven. Thank you for giving us joy. I've been good, and I wish for makeup. Well, heaven, I'm going to see what I can do about that. Well, Mrs. Claus does like makeup, and so do the elves. And now I have one here from Will. It says, thank you for bringing Christmas spirit. I have been good this year, and I wish for a dog. Okay, this is the Santa disclaimer. I must speak with Mom and Dad about live animals. So it's getting close. Don't give up hope. Maybe we can do something.
Yeah.
And this one here is Ricky. Thank you for joy. I wish for an RC helicopter. Well, Ricky, let me see what I can do. I have a feeling your friend Wyatt would like an RC helicopter as well. Let me check on that. The elves are very busy with those. Of course, they have to try them all out first,
right,
because they wouldn't want to put something out they don't know about.
Right.
I've got Colt here. Colt says, thank you for giving us cheer. I love the color pink. I wish also for an RC helicopter.
Cole and
Very
Colt
busy.
and Wyatt and who's the other boy? They seem like they may all be friends.
I think that perhaps they are.
This is from one class in a local Hancock County, I believe, first grader or kindergarten
Ricky.
class. So I think
That's
they're
right.
friends. Yeah.
Jeffrey says, thank you for giving us Christmas. I have a dog named Gizmo. I wish for a paint blaster. Well, it doesn't bode well for the dog Gizmo, does it?
Right, yeah. Don't shoot
Thank
the dog's eye out.
I have a letter here from Thomas. It says, thank you for the presents. I love you, Santa. I wish for costumes.
Oh, fun.
And Annabelle here.
Santa, I think you missed one on accident here. You had two stuck together.
Well.
We got a lot of lists, yeah.
Right here.
Oh, well.
Good
That's
save.
different. Here
Good
we
save.
go. How's
That
this?
one kid that goes, why didn't Santa read
Right.
Dear Santa,
yeah.
thank you for joy. I wish for a Furby. Well, Lily, Furbies are very popular, and your picture was wonderful.
That's a great drawing.
Yes. It says, Dear Santa, this is Annabelle. I hope you can bring me an LOL doll. Maybe the LOL surprise. That's very popular. And Mom would like a curling iron and a basket, if it's possible, for our elf Tinsy and our Angie Rainbow to stay a little longer. Well, I'll see what I can do. They do like to hang out on the Christmas tree if you don't interrupt their magic. And I'd like to finish this year with this one little letter here from Katerina. Katerina's from Brewer, Maine, and it says, Santa, it's Katerina. Never mind what I asked for on my other emails. I don't need those things. I just want to say have a wonderful Christmas because all I want is my power back and to be happy and healthy. Well, Katerina, those gentlemen and ladies out there are working very hard to restore the power all over the area, and I hope yours comes on very soon.
Yeah, that's definitely a testament to the times. I know that you're not a lineman, you can't get up there yourself, but you would if you could, right?
That's right. And flying in over Presque Isle, I could see there was a lot of damage done.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping and praying for all the people to have their power back very quickly.
Yeah, a lot of nice penmanship in those letters. I'm so thankful that everybody
Very
wrote to you.
good,
And
yes.
thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. It's the busiest time of year for you.
Yes.
And to come in and chat with us and to read some letters. We really appreciate it.
I've thoroughly enjoyed being here, visiting with you folks and with all of you folks. And I want to wish you one last time a very Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous and healthy New Year. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Ditto, Santa. Thank you. Now let's take a look at that forecast one last time before we take an ad break.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Joe's Market. Discover Joe's Market, 102 Garland Street in Bangor. Your one-stop shop for groceries, fine wines, and craft beers. Quality and variety await you at Joe's. As we get into things this morning, we have advisories to talk about. Still some flood alerts posted from the rain earlier this week. It's going to take a bit for that water to go down, but we have a lot of dry days in the forecast, which will help to get that water down. Gale warnings are posted along the coast until 7 a.m. Friday, some active surf will be expected, at least until then, with a system moving right nearby. And we can see the precipitation moving into another part of the world, though, pretty much away from us. We're seeing all the precipitation there, but for us, not too bad. We're going to stay dry out there today with a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds, and really that'll be about it. We'll zoom things out. Here's the area low pressure right here that's causing some of that precipitation to develop and some clouds as well. But again, we'll be under a mostly sunny sky today, so it will be a nice day to get outside, filled with a lot of sunshine. It's windy out there from time to time, so be ready for some gusty winds, and really that'll be about it. We'll even be mostly clear later on tonight. There is the wind right there, though, out of the north, though, getting up around 20 miles per hour at times, but gradually backing off as we head towards your Friday, so we'll start to catch a little bit of a break by Friday afternoon. So your forecast coming up for today, we'll say lower 30s, mostly sunny and windy, with that north wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. That hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, this looks nice. Lots of sunshine, temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Oh no! Son of a nutcracker. This is what I get for eating all those cookies. Hey, Rotor, I got a big clog for you. I'm stuck in the chimney. Again. Yep, I'm the clog. Any chance you could fa-la-la over here?
For all your holiday plumbing needs, Roto-Rooter can save the day.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Are plumbing problems giving you a headache? Look no further than Sprague's Plumbing Solutions. With more than 10 years' experience, Sprague's Plumbing Solutions has the knowledge to assist with your plumbing issues. Whether it's a service, remodel, new build, or commercial, we've got you covered. For reliable, professional plumbing services, call Sprague's Plumbing Solutions today for a free estimate. 951-1637. We're here to make your plumbing problems disappear.
My father worked at the mill for over 30 years. He was exposed to a great community and excelled at his job, but he was also exposed to asbestos. The air quality inside the mill was always his biggest complaint. He had no idea how deadly some of the products and materials were. When he was diagnosed with mesothelioma, we knew to call Joe Bornstein's office to get my dad the help he needs and the justice he deserves.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
With the University of Maine System Education, graduates are soaring to new heights in careers that improve all of our lives. UMS graduates are working in our woods, preserving these giants for future generations, providing life-saving care to our most fragile, and shaping policy to advance democracy for all of us. The University of Maine System, setting students on the path to success.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm a little off center. I'm going to scooch over. Okay. And I'm going to fix the prompter again. I've been bad about the prompter today. Normally Craig does it for me, so I'm just like, he'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry, he's fine. Okay, well, finally to wrap up today, a breathtaking drone footage shot after midnight shows peace-themed Christmas lights in the quiet streets of the Eternal City. In a dazzling display of festive spirit, Rome kicked to full swing as the Christmas lights along Via del Corso, dedicated to the universal theme of peace. The luminous carpet that stretches from Piazza Venezia to Piazza del Popolo measures 1,400 meters in length and comprises 18 strings of warm, white LED lights. The decoration is composed of 300,000 points of light in total and form the word peace in various languages, including French, German, and Spanish, bright stars. This year, the 10-meter-long Christmas tree at the ancient Capitoline Hill is dedicated to the Italian Constitution, with a large interactive multimedia book through which videos on constitutional charter can be seen. And I think I botched some of those words. I'm so sorry. But hey, if you missed anything, please head to foxbangor.com. We're about out of time for today. I'll get the Santa interview up and the Pet of the Week up shortly. So we have those to look forward to. It's the last time Santa came on before Christmas. I know it's kind of been a funky holiday season with the storm and everything. I hope everyone is staying safe and well out there. We'll be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. on ABC7 and Fox 22. We hope you have a great day.